Enchanté.
Hello lovelies, I'm Angela, this is Parisienne Farmgirl, bienvenue, welcome to the channel. I know this backdrop looks familiar. I'm at a friend's house because if you're following along on my newsletter and the blog and everything, you will know that I'm on day 4 of a power outage right before leaving for France. So I'm filming stuff in advance so that I have content to share with you on YouTube while I'm gone. And nothing's really ideal right now. So what I think you should do is you should click the link up in the top of this video because I am going to connect you to my newsletter. If you're not getting my newsletter twice a week, you're missing out. I always give the backstory. There's always some funny anecdote or helpful tip for you. I would love to have you join my newsletter. That's going to give you the full scope of what's happening here as I'm trying to get out the door. Now, with no power, there is no filming. So anything I'm bringing you are clips that I've created and storylines that I've created over the last few weeks. But I could not do the work I needed to get done before getting out the door. So I thought, there's a lot of new subscribers to the channel. What could I do to bring you up to speed while I'm gone? We're doing this huge From Chaos to Cuisine project. It's incredible. It's been going on since January. And we've done other incredible projects to this house. And I thought I would share those with you for while I'm gone. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is how we made our garden. We have a huge potager garden. It's very influenced by English gardens and French gardens alike. So I'm going to take you back in time when all my babies were so tiny. This was just 6 years ago, I think. So I'm going to share with you first how we made our garden, and then stay tuned because I've got one more incredible project that we did in this video. What we're trying to create here is like the perfect combination of French style potager meets English cottage garden. It's only 60 days old and a proper garden takes about a decade to develop. So we're in the fledgling stage. Half of what you see was forest, so we've been pushing the forest back to create this space and then using whatever we can get our hands on from around the property. So we're cutting down trees to create just delineation of the beds that we're making. Of trees, we had a ton of wood that we needed to get creative with because we didn't want to spend the time hauling it to the edge of the property and creating a big burn pile. So we decided to make a very inexpensive deer fence. Now it is 13 some odd acres of forest. There are a lot of deer. Now I know this isn't deer proof, I know that, but it is pretty and it was free. So we had a ton of leftover, those green fence posts from the old farm. So about every 6 to 10 to 12 feet, we would drive one of those in the ground all the way around as best we could because every other time we would hit a rock. And then what we did was we would take the prettier pieces of wood and zip tie them to the fence posts and create sort of a giant wattle fencing. So it's a very loose wattle, it's not very tight, but it allowed me and the kids to be able to just come in and take, you know, just a branch, whatever we would find in the scrub pile as we were creating, wind it through, and we just did that over and over and over again. So I have a couple branches I'm just going to show you. Again, very loose. Using the curve of the branch sometimes. Drive it in there and wedge it in like that. So I did that over and over and over and over and over again. And again, using our measurements with Aiden's drone, created a huge arc and then this really pretty curve here behind what I call the meadow, because it was a ton of weeds and I didn't really know what to do with it. There was no way that I could till this. There were so many rocks. We just decided to leave it because we saw a lupine starting to grow. Now it's this really pretty patch of lupine and asparagus and wild daisies and tons of chives. It's actually one of my favorite features of the garden. It's so sweet right off the order that we've created to have this little bit of chaos and the charm of the rounded fence. It's Door County, so every time you stick your spade or your shovel in the ground, doink, you hit a rock. So we're grabbing each rock and using it to create borders or build rock walls. And that's something that I'm most proud of is the rock walls. They're amazing and they have that English cottage garden look that I'm going for. Totally appropriate for Door County. And here's a little story about how we found the rocks. Okay, so I'm going to show you this from another side. You can see, now I'm on the far side of my property. Can I find it with my finger here? And this stone wall was really substantial, and it's just tumbled down. So it's like in some areas, it is a good 8 feet wide. So we're just going to load it up and we're going to give it new life, which is really exciting because somebody worked really hard. In fact, we just found a rusted flask among the rubble. So somebody worked really hard a long time ago to build this orchard wall, and now we're going to use it for the potager, and it's going to be amazing. That last clip of Anais jumping in the air and sort of the surge of the music, I'm such a sap. That brings tears to my eyes every time I see it. Now, this next project, I think is really relevant to what's going on with the From Chaos to Cuisine series, because I want to share with you how we made our deep set stone windowsill in the kitchen. This is a feature in the kitchen that just still thrills me every time I see it. Those deep windows in the kitchen were something that sold me on the idea of the house. You can read the old blog posts. I'll put links in this video description. I did not like the house at first. I saw it online for years. It was for sale for years. It sat empty for 5 years, and I always just poo-pooed it because it was this weird 1980s eco house. But the first time we walked in, and I saw how those windows were configured, deep set stone windowsill came to my mind, and I was like, that's it, let's do it. So check out how we made these. So check out how we made this beautiful deep set stone windowsill in our kitchen. Hi, I'm Angela, Parisienne Farmgirl, and welcome to my channel. I am ecstatic to bring you this particular episode of Everyday Chateau because I have been wanting this stone windowsill since the day we walked through the house. So we live in an envelope house. It's an eco house. It's heated on the front with 2 stories of greenhouse, and in the back there's a gap between the interior wall and the exterior wall. And so when we purchased the house, there were these 3 windows, one in the kitchen, one in the fireplace room, and one in the family room, that had plastic grating, and you could open up the little sliding glass door and look all the way down to the basement or look all the way up to the attic. And I thought it would be fantastic to make a couple of them stone, like a really beautiful deep set European cottagey windowsill, just something out of this world. As soon as we realized that getting creative with these windows wouldn't affect the airflow and the integrity of this eco house, that was the green light. So we started in the fireplace room last year, if you saw that episode, and now we're in the kitchen, and I literally feel like a dream has come true. I think you're gonna really enjoy this episode.
Yo.
They might have nailed it in on the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it looks like. I think I'll grab my saws off.
That's disgusting.
Just cut these nails at the bottom here real quick.
Okay.
And then I can get this. Maybe not. Fix the nose post. Did they even nail it in?
No way.
It's like I got one little nail right here.
Because there's dust from the
Pick
envelope.
up the mess.
It's horrible.
Yeah, go mix up some more. Okay, you get out of the way.
I can hold this for you.
You can bring it outside, okay? It's right, Daddy?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is gonna be on the guide and your blade's
Yeah.
gonna be in here?
Yeah.
Nothing, I mean, they're all...
Okay, then let's just cut it.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay, you have to go over here. And then I'm gonna... That makes a difference, huh?
It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I'm gonna stain this. There's a gap between these couple boards because they're not square. I'm gonna stain up here.
To make like a shadow.
Yeah, so you can't see this wood.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. That's just the beam stain, right?
Yep, that's the whole stain.
because
So let's just put the stones in place. Then I'll worry about that later. After I take this.
okay, but I'm gonna mortar under here. So
Well, then we'll have to clean it up and I'll have to do what I can because you're already starting, so I can't stop now.
Right.
Can't stop now. Let's just lay the stones.
okay, I am going to employ this little cutie that I got at a barn sale today. Maybe a little bit easier than the ice cream scraper that I used to do the fireplace. We went to a barn sale this morning and I have to show you what we found while Joel is mixing up a little more mortar for me. Oh my gosh, you know how addicted I am to sinks. Look at this precious, sweet little sink. See the detail on it? I am just over the moon for this cutie. You know when you go to a sale and you just like immediately hone in on something? I wasn't out of the van. I wasn't out of the van more than 10 seconds when I saw this. I cannot wait. Usually I don't want to clean things up, but I'm going to clean this up, paint it some pretty color so this detail gets highlighted. And I don't know if we're going to have to like make a little closet into a bathroom. I don't know what we're going to do, but somehow this sink is going to be used on the project of dialing back the clock on this house. And then come around the back with me because I found a church pew. Look at this little sweetie. This is from an old church in Sister Bay, a Catholic church that was right when you came into town, and now it's a restaurant. It's been a restaurant for many, many, many years, but you can still see clearly that it used to be a church, and now we have this tiny little pew. Again, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. We sing hymns after dinner, and there is a rack for the hymnals. It might be cute to replace one of the benches in the kitchen. I hear the mixer done, so that means it's my cue to mortar the stones. Oh, big chunk just slid down. Do you hear that? Are you okay? Did you get nicked?
And leaves coming handy in the garden?
Yes, probably, eventually. So while the inside mortar, is it grout, mortar, cement? Mortar is drying before I can pipe in between the stones, we're gonna be out here working on the summer kitchen. So we had sort of put it together just with cinder blocks, but now we're gonna go ahead, since we've got everything out, And we're going to finish off the cinder blocks, and it's the same way that we made the stairs to the front door. So Joel's stacked cinder blocks, driving rebar down in the holes, and then he's going to fill them with concrete. And then I'm going to go around the property and find stones, and I'm going to stone the front of them so that they match the front steps.
Okay.
you. It's right to and fine right there. I didn't touch you, Grandma.
I don't know. You could tell.
What kind of thing?
It's me. Old? It's old. Old wood.
We knew that was coming.
It's really old. It's got worms in it. Well, it had worms in it. Now I don't know what's in it.
The camera stopped.
It stopped?
No,
Okay.
wait. It's a 497 right there.
Okay, stop now. Where are your hearing protectors?
What?
Huh?
Go over there. Don't hold your PD.
Wait,
Just stay away from the camera.
I'm right here.
Do not touch it.
Can we press it?
Did you touch it?
No,
Did it stop?
no,
Okay, does it look good?
yeah.
Okay.
So those were two big projects that I really think steered the house. It just really pushed the house in that direction of creating an old French farmhouse. Stay tuned, because in a couple more days, I'm going to share 3 more projects that really just took it to that next level, including 3rd-story attic bedrooms for our children. Watch another video. Be sure you're subscribed to that newsletter. You can do that right here. And I will see you all again very soon. A bientôt.